you're 18 years old, you think about going to school. Um, if you're 30 years old and it's been 10 years since you've been in school, you are not ready, guys. And another absolute truth is that no one is ready. But once you get started, once you get enrolled in school, you just adjust and then you just figure it out. And they're all too, hey kitty. Look at my cat. He just came out of nowhere and he's in distress. He wants to go in because he knows it's snack time. Yeah, come on. Not right now. I'll be back. All right, viewers and listeners, it is your guy Tracy Walker reporting live, aka your radiology liaison. All right, so this video is about a certificate versus a 4-year degree, and I'm going to expand on both of those subjects and tell you which one is better and which one could be better for you. And I'm going to try to make this video within 10 minutes or less so I can keep your attention. But first, I like to get started with my gatekeeper spill. I say this in all my videos. There are powers out there that are beyond your control. There are people out there making decisions on your life, and you can't do anything about it. It could be your supervisor, it could be your manager, it could be your friends, it could be your family, it could be yourself. It could be yourself due to the way you think how this bureaucracy of your career or your job works. It could just be you, and you going forward and talking to your supervisor, your manager, and letting them know that you want to move on to the next level. It could be you. All right, now that that's out of the way, this video is about 2-year certificates versus 4-year degrees. Which one pays more? And a lot of people don't know that, and a lot of people are finding out late, like me. Like everyone else, you know, we went to these 4-year schools and we have these useless diplomas. And actually I didn't do that bad, because a lot of people believe, today's society, people like designer labels. So what I mean by that is people like these 4-year big name state schools. So you're groomed as a kid by television and friends and family that you're supposed to go. We think we're supposed to go to insert whatever big name is in your city. So let's say if you're in Texas, names like UT, Texas Tech, A&M. If you're somewhere else, Alabama, Pittsburgh State College, whatever, I don't know. But we think that we're supposed to go to these schools, where in reality you can just go to Joe Smo University State, and that's a 4-year university, but that one only costs $3,000 a semester versus $30,000 a semester, and you get the same diploma in your hand. It's not going to do anything for you at all. And I'll just wait in the comments, and then someone can tell me what this big name university bachelor's degree got them. I'll wait. Anyways, it's the same thing. If you go to Joe Smo University versus UT University, it doesn't matter. It's a diploma. And usually they don't get you a job unless it's something that gets your certificate, like teaching and nursing. With teaching and nursing, they're the only 4-year degrees that I know of, and please help me out in the comments if you know something else, that gets you a certificate. Meaning that after you graduate, you get your 4-year diploma, which takes 5-6 years now. You get your diploma, and then you go to take the test to become a teacher, to become registered, to become a registered nurse. And that's what these 2-year degrees come in, and they're so much better. That's what people are finding about later in life, at 25, 26, 27, 30. Like, oh my God, I should have went to school for ultrasound. Oh, holy crap, I should have went to become a truck driver, because truck driving pays $25 an hour and it's paying more than what my 4-year degree does being a manager at Walgreens does. See what I'm saying? These 2-year certificates certify you. You're registered, meaning that you can do that job. This diploma doesn't do that for you. A diploma in something is just a diploma. And I think a lot of people in my comments get what's the word, and associates like mixed up. There's no such thing as an associate's degree. There is, but there's not. An associate's degree does nothing for you. So people use associates synonymously with certificate. A certificate means that you can do the job. So happen when you get the certificate, you get an associate's also, but the associate's does nothing. You need to take the test to become paralegal, truck driver, x-ray tech, ultrasound tech, mammo tech, nuclear medicine, a radiation specialist, the people who, physical therapist, you need to have a certificate. People use those words synonymously, associates, but it's not the same thing. So you can go to school at some community college and get an associate's in something, but it's not going to get you a job. The ones that get you a job, a career that pays well, is something that where you go to a board and you take a test. You go to a room where there's little cameras watching your back, seeing if you're cheating. They're usually called Pearson VUE because they have a monopoly on test taking. I've noticed that. If you have any other places in your state or city that you know of other than Pearson VUE, where it's a test taking center where you have to go take a test, put that in the comments for me so other people can see. Yeah, help me out. And also help me out if there's any other 4-year degrees that get you a job immediately, where you don't have to take a state exam or a state test to do those jobs. And I'll wait on that. Anyways, if you have any questions about anything, hit me up in the comments. A lot of people do not know anything about radiology, and then that's what this video is about. I am registered in CAT scan, X-ray, and MRI. And there's a lot of things that I wish that I knew now that I didn't know back then. So, for example, the salaries of all those fields are pretty good. So a 2-year degree in X-ray, a 2-year associate's certificate in X-ray pays $25 an hour starting. Name me a bachelor's degree that does that for you, and throw that in the comments for me, and then we can argue. Also, CAT scan, 2 years, $32 an hour. MRI, 2 years, $35, $40 an hour, maybe more in California or New York or Washington, Colorado, $50 an hour. But I wish that I knew about nuclear medicine and another thing called radiation oncology. And a lot of people don't know what those things even mean or what they are. But they're 2-year associates. They're 2-year certificates that you take the test for. You go to school for it. You go to radiation therapy school, or you go to nuclear medicine school, just like you go to hair school or barber school or truck driving school. You go to nuclear medicine school, and those pay $70 an hour, $50 an hour, and beyond. But I wish I knew that. But so happened there is no radiation therapy school in my city, and it may be the same for you. So you may have to move. And for 2-year certificate schools, there is no on-campus living. You're living at home with mommy and daddy, and you're going to school. And school, when you become a tech certified in something like cosmetology, barber, truck driving, x-ray, ultrasound, CAT scan, school is for 8 hours a day. So school is from 7 in the morning all the way to 4 in the evening. So you have to get yourself a night job. And don't worry about it, you can do it, because God will never give you more than what you can handle. There's so many people grinding it out harder than you are. Like I said, guys, if you have any questions about anything, just hit me up. I'm going to start putting a little small clips in his videos when things come to me that I can remember, and I will insert them. For example, my most frequently asked questions in my videos, and all of them, every single last one of them, people from India or from other countries who do their job, they do x-ray or CAT scan or MRI in their country, and they want to know how to get registered here in the United States, you have to contact the ARRT. And the AART is the governing body of all the radiology umbrella, and they will determine if your school meets the credentials or requirements or the standards to come over here. You may be required to take some extra classes or courses or something like that, but they already have something made, and they already know that people from other countries are trying to make it here and do their job in their country, in the UK over here, or India over here. So direct your questions to the ARRT. But it is your guy, your radiology liaison reporting live. Remember, if you have any questions about anything, hit me up. Read the comments because you might learn something. If you have, if you already are registered, just put down your salaries down there in the comments and share what you make in your city and state. And if you're getting enrolled in school, help people in the comments and tell them what city you're in and what's the name of the school, and tell us whether they require prerequisites or not, because prerequisites is also another thing that people are reporting back to me that they have to do. You have to get prerequisites before. So a once 2-year degree has transformed into a 4-year degree. So what they do, they realize, so they go ahead and research the area, these schools, these x-ray schools, these whatever schools that you're trying to get into. They look in the area and look at their competition, and they see that we're the only x-ray school in this city for over 200 miles. So we want to make more money. So what they do is require you to take all these prerequisites, and they don't accept your credits from your other schools, so they can make double the money. So they're making you get an associate's in MA. MA is like a fancy word for front desk staff. You don't need to go to school to work at a front desk. It's on-the-job training. You can just learn and just do it in 3 days. But anyways, they're making you get something like an associate's in MA before you even go and start the x-ray program. But here's the thing, guys. It's still worth it. So if you run into that problem, it's still worth going to that school and doing their prerequisites. Okay? Because remember, we're going to have an argument in the comments about these 4-year degrees that pay more than a certificate. And I promise they're going to be wrong. If you are going to get a bachelor's, make sure it's in biology or chemistry or something sciencey, so that when you grow up and you decide that you want to become a doctor, you already have the prerequisites to become a doctor. Because if you're in my situation, I will have a master's in the next 4 months. And I went to radiology school. I got a bachelor's 10 years ago. And none of my classes that I took are in anatomy or physics or chemistry or biology, any of that stuff. So I decided now at 35 years old that I want to be a doctor. But in order for me to become a doctor, I have to go backwards and take undergrad classes so I can become a doctor. And I don't want to go backwards to go forward. I want to just continue to go forward. So I am going to get a PhD, more than likely in leadership studies. If you have any questions about that, hit me up in the comments. I start my PhD doctorate program this August. But all right, peace. For a second time, your radiology liaison reporting live. Remember, guys, if you have any questions, you have comments, throw it in there. Help people out. This is a community. Don't be a gatekeeper. Shame, shame. All right, peace. Hey viewers and listeners, there's one more thing that I wanted to add. Listen up. If you have useful information, a good comment, a good positive comment that can help other people in this community who are trying to learn stuff about radiology, x-ray, MRI, ultrasound, mammo, or certificates, or try to something that can improve their life or make their life better, or their salary, or what school you went to, if there were prerequisites that were required. If you have anything useful under that whole entire umbrella, I will heart your comment and make sure that it's catapulted to the top so that everyone can see what, so everyone can learn from those comments. All right, thanks guys. Remember to stay positive. Peace.